Tell me your name and what we're doing here today.
My name's Nick Kirk. I'm an artist here in New York City and Jersey. We're here checking out a piece that I made for Zucker's Bagels here in Manhattan, right around 8th and 23rd. It's one of the things that New York is doing right now, that everybody's taking over the streets and building outdoor seating, kind of becoming a European type of thing. And a lot of artists are starting to get a chance to kind of beautify the city a bit, so I had a chance to team up with Zucker's, and here I am.
Tell me about your piece.
I talked with Matt, the owner of Zucker's, and he has quite a few shops around the city. And it's kind of a high-end bagel shop. They do a lot of fish, different types of salmon, whitefish, stuff like that. And once I kind of started to get to know him, like, he was really nerding out about fish. So I was like, let's do something with that. Because I mean, this is something that they're gonna look at every day. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be revolved around like my specific artwork, which I do so many different things. I wanted this to be something more for the business. And so I have an older series that has to do with blueprints, and really turning anything into a blueprint, from organic things and not just things that have been built, like a turntable or things like that. So I decided to go back to that series again, and we made it all about fish.
Did you have to do a lot of research?
A little bit. I mainly tried to find out what kind of fish that they served here, which is pretty much different types of salmon and whitefish. So no, not really a whole lot. I'm not like a huge fish person that like I know every single little thing, but I feel like I know enough to get it all done. Something else I decided to kind of go with, which goes along with the blueprint, is kind of the concept of certain encyclopedias and stuff like that, to where it's more of a, not necessarily a learning curve, but it teaches you about the fish, which really a lot of blueprints do. They kind of spell it out for you, exactly what it is, where it goes, how it's done, stuff like that.
Watch yourself. Tell me some of the challenges of working on the street.
Well, just that. I had actually brought a cone to work with, which someone stole the first day, so I ended up just putting like a chair in the street. But yeah, you literally have cars, you know, a couple feet from you, which, it's New York, so I feel like everybody's used to the street and walking, driving, cycling, all that, so everybody's paying attention, I think, and no one really was worried about it. I felt comfortable.
Tell me what drew you to the project.
Really just to make New York's comeback successful. You know, during the COVID and all the protests and everything, New York has really become a different place. And I know a lot of businesses shut down, and a lot of places that won't ever be back again. So this was my chance to kind of work with a business that is going to stay. They are here, you know, incorporate some art, make some friendships.
What do you hope this says to the neighborhood?
I feel like art really hasn't been a part of quite a few neighborhoods, and since the pandemic, artists are getting out, painting more murals, working with businesses. So I'm really hoping that this starts to bring just the general public together with artists again. I feel like it's one of those things that New York thrived on, you know, 20, 40 years ago, and it kind of disappeared to an extent. And I'd like to see more art in the streets, not just graffiti and, you know, all that. Like, that's always been a part of the culture since like the 70s, but more small projects like this, I think it would be nice to see.
Thanks, Nick. That's great. Thank you.